If you're a Western man thinking about dating a Filipina online or after moving here, like I did, here's some good and there's a lot of bad advice out there and a lot of stereotypes that do a disservice to both. Living living here, I'm seeing what exactly happened. Let's cut through it. The real red flags and the real culture you need to understand. By the end, you'll understand the cultural context. It changes everything, the actual scam patterns to watch for, and how to date respectfully and smartly, not paranoid, not naive. The cultural context you need to know first. Family comes first always. Filipino culture centers on strong, extended family obligations. Understanding this changes how you interpret requests, priorities, and decisions. Financial support of family is normal and expected, not a red flag by itself. Many Filipinos, especially those with family working overseas, grow up in a culture of supporting parents and siblings. This is cultural, not personal exploitation. Courtship traditions still weigh heavy. Many Filipinos, especially outside the big cities, still value a slower, more respectful courtship over Western style fast dating. The age gap dynamic is common and often accepted here, but that doesn't remove your responsibility to make sure it's a relationship of genuine mutual respect, not a power imbalance. Language and directness differ. Filipinos often communicate indirectly to avoid conflict. A yes isn't always a full yes. Learn to read context, not just words. Before we get into the red flags, let's deal with the question I know is on some of your minds. How common is this really? Let's use actual numbers instead of guessing. There's no legitimate study that measures what percentage of an entire nationality are scammers. No credible search produces that number, and be skeptical of anyone who claims to have one. What does exist? Data on romance scams, profiles by country of origin. In 2024, the Philippines was linked to roughly 4% of new global romance scam profiles tracked worldwide, a real but comparatively small share. For context, the US accounted for a largest share of flagged profiles that year, followed by Nigeria, India, and the UK. This is a global problem, not a Philippines problem. Organized scam operations do exist here. Law enforcement raided a real scam hub in Manila in late 25, arresting dozens. So the risk is real, just not the majority. The honest framing. Cross-border relationships between Filipinos and foreign men are well documented and often genuine. The same conditions that make real relationships work, distance, language, early emotional connection, are also what scammers exploit, which is exactly why red flags matter more than nationality. The red flags that actually matter. The financial escalation pattern. Normal, family needs help sometimes. Openly discussed over time. Red flag, repeated emergencies that always need money sent immediately, especially before you ever met in person. Refusal to do video call or to meet in person. Legitimate people, even shy ones, will eventually get on a video call. Repeated excuses, always a new emergency, preventing it, classic pattern, not cultural. Love bombing and rushed commitment. Declaration of love very fast before real connection is built. Common tactic regardless of culture, but especially targeted at older Western men who may be lonely or newly single. Be aware of dating sites or matchmaking services that push you towards quick decisions. discourage independent verification, or charge heavily for contact information. Legitimate connections don't require you to pay a third party to keep talking to someone. If a partner is discouraging you from meeting her family or friends or from learning about her life independently, that's worth keeping an eye on. Take the age gap seriously, not defensively. Ask yourself honestly if this is a mutual respect and genuine connection, not just what's convenient for you. Meet family early, in person if possible. A real relationship in Filipino culture usually involves the family. Avoiding this is itself a red flag. Verify identity before sending anything financial. Video calls, reverse image searches, basic due diligence. Learn some of the culture and even basic language. Effort here separates respectful relationships from transactional ones, and it shows. My Filipina paid me the greatest compliment she could. She told me she liked my effort. Shows that I'm doing my share anyway. Be honest about your own intentions early. Companionship, marriage, or casual. Filipino dating culture generally expects more clarity faster than Western casual dating does. Don't confuse generosity with obligation. It's fine to help a partner's family if the relationship is real. It's a problem if help is the entire basis of the relationship. Asking about your finances or job isn't automatically gold digging. It's a culture where family support is expected. This is often a practical, reasonable question. A slower pace or wanting family approval isn't manipulation. It's often just how real relationships are built. Cultural differences in communication style aren't dishonesty. Okay? The goal isn't to treat every Filipino as a scammer or every red flag as proof you are right to be cynical. It's to know the real difference and to show up as someone worth trusting. Dating across cultures can be one of the most rewarding things you ever do. I know that firsthand. But it takes real respect, real awareness, and yes, real caution where it's earned. Do it right, and it's worth it. What cultural surprises did any of you run into if you've dated here? If this was useful, subscribe. I'm covering exactly this kind of practical guidance for men navigating doing this. That's all. Thanks for listening, and I appreciate you always. Thank you.